We're learning Zili Nishmas Etta Ahuva Bas Yaakov Maseches Bava Basra Perik Tesh Mishna Aleph. Misha Meis V'niach Banam Ubana. Someone was nifter and he left over sons and daughters. Bizman Chan Nechasim Merubim. If there's enough property that after the sons get Yerusha, there'll be enough mezainis for the daughter, machlekes in the Gemara, either for 12 months or until they become a begeres. So then, Banim Yershu Abanis Yizainis. The Banim get the Yerusha and the Banis get their mezainis, and they'll have enough mezainis until, let's say, according to the Shita Achi Bagr, they'll have enough mezainis until they become a begeres. But Nechasim Muatim, if there's not enough property for them to get mezainis until they become a begeres, if the sons would take Yerusha, so then we don't give the sons Yerusha, rather Habanis Yizainis Vabanim Yishalu Al Psachim. Admin Omer B'Shvil Shani Zachar Sadti. Admin says, so the Zachar is going to tiny because I am a Zachar. Abaye says, and I'm roy to Torah, so therefore I should get more. Rava says Torah is not a reason to get the money. Rather, he reads it B'Shvil Shani Zachar, because I'm a Zachar and I'm roy to Yerusha. Well, Yerusha is a din deraisa. If Sadati, I'm going to lose out. And therefore, Adman argues and says that they would split it. I agree with Divrei Adman. This mission is also in Ksuvis, Perik Gimel, Mishna Gimel, along with all the halachas of Adman. Mishna Beis, Hiniach Banim Ubanais V'Tumtum. If someone left over a Tumtum as well, so then the Tumtum is going to be pushed away by both sides. So therefore, Bisman Shan Nechasim Rubim, the Zecharim are going to be Deichin Oisei on Nekevis. And if it's Nechasim Muatim, where we said in the last mission the Banis were better, so then the Nekevis are going to be Deichin Oisei to Zecharim. So either way, they're going to be Deichin Oisei. The Machlekes in the Gemara, Baya says Deichin Oisei Ve'enlo, he's not going to get anything at all. Rava says no, Avada, he should get something. Manushach he gets, but he'll be Yitol Kipacha Shebehen, he'll get the least amount of them. The mission continues with another halacha. If someone says, if my wife gives birth to a zachar, I want that zachar, that baby, to get a mana. So the Gemara asks that Rav Huna holds hamazake l'uber loikana. The Gemara Taka says on that Mishna Yomi Mishana, because the Mishnah Zachar Mavur that mazake l'uber is kana, and therefore Yolda Zachar, Taka has a Zachar, Naita Mana, the Uber is going to get a mana when it's born. Nikeva Masayim. If he made a promise that if my wife gives birth to Nekeva, the child is going to get, this daughter is going to get Masayim, Yolda Nekeva, and they tell us Masayim, so you get Masayim, which Agav, the Mishnah says over here, that you see that to the Zachar he was only giving a mana, and to the Nekeva we're going to give more, we're going to give a Masayim. So the Gemara has three pshatim. The first and the third is similar in the fact that the reason why he wants to give a daughter more is because even though the Inyan Yerusha is ben adiflei, like the Torah says that a ben comes before a basel in Yerusha, but the Inyan Harvacha, the Gemara says the loy litzlzon, we don't want her to be mizalzel in order to have to go collecting for her mezainis. So then Inyan Harvacha, Inyan mezainis, we want that the daughter should have more, and that's why he would give to a daughter more money than to a son. The second teretz in the Gemara that if Yolda Bas Chila Simin Yafa Labanim, so this is his first child, and he's happy to have a daughter first, so that's why to the daughter he's giving Messiah, because he's happy that he had a daughter first. The third case is Zachar Manim the Keva Masayim. He says, if my wife has a Zachar, I want that baby boy to get a mana. If my wife has a Nekeva, I want the baby girl to get Masayim. And what happens? Yolda Zachar Vinekeva. He winds up having twins, a boy and a girl. So they both get, the Zachar is Naita Mana, and the Nekeva is Naita Masayim. Because the Taisyant over here brings from the Rosh and the Tshuva that Avadi, even though he said either or, and it didn't seem like he meant to give to both of them, we say that his kavana was to give both of them. And even if he has tumim, he wants them both to have the Zachar to have a Mana and the Nekeva to have Masayim. Yolda tumtum, let's say he winds up having a tumtum, so in a noitel the tumtum doesn't get at all. So the Gemara asks, what do you mean? You said before that the tumtum at least should get kipacha shebishneim, so shouldn't the tumtum get at least a mana? So the Gemara says this part of the Mishnah is going like Reb Shimon Gamliel. Reb Shimon Gamliel holds that a tumtum is a beri b'fnei atzmai, and since it's a beri b'fnei atzmai, it's not a zachar, not in a keva, so therefore it gets nothing according to Reb Shimon Gamliel. The Mishnah ends off, if he said, whatever my wife has, then the child should get, so then that's including a tumtum now. So then, hareza yito, then the tumtum would get. Let's say someone is nifter and the only child that he has is a tumtum, yerish es hakol, he gets it all, medina Yerusha. The Rashbam explains, even though Yerusha is only to ben and bas, and a tumtum is not a ben or a bas, But over here, we darshan one of two pshatim, Zaktir Rashbam. Either, like we said before, ben einloi is ayin alav. We darshan that before to say that if there's no son, you go to the grandson. If no grandson, you go to the great-grandson. But over here also, we say ayin alav, that if he's not a son and he's not a daughter, but he's a tumtum, he also gets it. The second pshat in the Rashbam is that we darshan hakarav elav and mishpachtei, hakarav karav koidim, that any one who's closest in relation, and even though he's not a son and a daughter, but he does have this halacha of kurva to the parents, and therefore he would get Yerusha